Hey, what's going on out there? I would like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So before I get started with the video, I want you all to know, if you're new here, I have two rules over at this channel. The first rule is for you to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. The second rule is for you to verify everything that you learn, whether it's on this channel, another channel, or anywhere. That should be a rule of life. Verify whatever it is that you learn. So getting into the video, this video is going to be about a new news article that was posted by CBS. And it's something along the lines of what I always talk about on this channel, and my subscribers should be familiar by now. So the article breaks down credit card debt amongst generations in this country, in the US. And I think this is a great article. And there are some things about the article that I'm going to point out. And I don't agree with those things. But one of the things that I like is the fact that the article does highlight the different age ranges, because, you know, on this channel, I always talk about credit card debt and ways to avoid credit card debt. I'm not just going to talk about a problem without at least trying to provide a solution. That's the purpose of making these videos. But what this article did help do is break it down from a generational standpoint, where you have the silent generation, the baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Z, and of course millennials. So it broke it down by each generation, and honestly, I'm a little bit surprised by the numbers. I'm not totally surprised, especially with the amount of credit card debt that people are in, but I'm surprised about who's leading the pack. But I also understand why the leaders of the pack is leading, and I'm going to break down why. So one of the interesting things about the article is it says the average American household credit card debt is nearing $8,000. And the article reads, the average American household now owes $7,951 in credit card debt, according to the most recent data available from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York and the U.S. Census Bureau. But that's just the average. The amount of credit card debt also varies significantly by generation, with the members of Generation X and baby boomer generations carrying the most credit card debt per person on average. So as you can see, Generation X and baby boomers have the most credit card debt. I expected Generation X to have more credit card debt than baby boomers, because if you study money, especially as of late, you will understand that baby boomers have the most wealth in this country. So I would assume, it's safe to assume, and this is just an assumption, if you already have wealth, it shouldn't be hard to pay off credit card debt. And it also shouldn't be hard to pay off whatever it is you spend. Now, of course, that's my subjective opinion, and it's not necessarily true, because as you can see, baby boomers have some of the highest credit card debt of all generations. But I kind of expected it for Generation X, because with Generation X, yeah, they make more money than the millennials, but they also tend to have more responsibilities. Once again, that's a subjective opinion. In Generation X, they're in that frame where a lot of them are grandparents, not all of them, but a lot of them are, and they just tend to have more responsibilities and more things that they have to spend money on and use their credit card for than millennials. But I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you, I was expecting millennials to have at least the second highest amount of credit card debt. So it's a good thing that the millennials aren't leading, but it's still two generations behind the millennials. It's the silent generation and of course Generation Z. I really don't expect Generation Z to have that much credit card debt, because their ages is between 19 and 25, and really outside of maybe student loan debt and things like that, a lot of them tend to stay away from credit cards until they get a little older. So that's understandable why they don't have the highest amount of credit card debt or even close to it. They actually have the lowest amount of credit card debt. And I'm assuming they have the lowest amount of debt out of each generation that's listed in general. It would kind of be common sense for them to have the least amount of debt. But let's get into reading off the numbers. So as you can see at the top, Generation X, ages 42 to 57, they have an average amount of credit card debt of $8,134. Then you have baby boomers, ages 58 to 76. They have an average credit card debt of $6,245. Then you move on to millennials after them. Millennials, ages 26 to 41. They have an average credit card debt of $5,649. Then after millennials, you have the silent generation. The silent generation is ages 77 and up. They have an average credit card debt of $3,316. Then closing it out, as I expected, is Generation Z, ages 19 to 25. They have an average credit card debt of $2,854. They mentioned something that I don't necessarily agree with, and they stated that many people don't have a choice but to have borrowing products similar to a credit card to help them when it comes to the current economy because of the price of food and services and things like that. And I have to say, I disagree with that. One of the main options that you can use is to get extra income, whether that's for a business or whether that's picking up an extra gig or an extra job, whatever it is. You don't have to turn to credit cards in order to help you pay your bills, because technically what you're doing is you're taking on more debt in order to take up for a deficit. And you're creating more debt because, as we all know, debt usually comes along with interest. Now, of course, I said usually because, as we always talk about on this channel, you can have the 0% intro bonus with some of these cards, but it's not a lot of these cards that offer you a 0% intro bonus. So it's not always a good idea to take on debt in order to help you with your payments. Usually the best option is to either get an extra job or to pick up a side gig where you can make some extra money, or do some selling where you're selling some of your stuff that you own and no longer use to make extra money to help you pay for things. But the article, it also lists other options such as balance transfers and things like that. And I really don't agree with those type of things, because that's taking on a new debt in order to pay off an old debt. And really, my only advice would be to find a way to make extra money and not put yourself in credit card debt. But like I stated, I like how this article broke down in generations the amount of credit card debt. I'm not surprised that Generation Z is leading the pack. I expected millennials to be second, but they have baby boomers that's second. But we got to chop down on this credit card debt. We love these credit cards. We love the rewards that come along with them and the points. And you can take the trips and things like that. Everything that people talk about and these credit card companies market and advertise to us. However, you'll never catch these credit card companies advertising the credit card debt that comes along with these credit cards. And you won't see them advertising the negative impact that they have on your credit score and also on your bank account and your net worth. So you shouldn't never expect those things from these banks, because it's not going to happen. That's why I like to talk about it here on this channel, just to make people aware, like, yes, you don't have to be anti-credit cards. You can have credit cards, but make sure you know how to use them correctly. And here on this channel, I have a lot of videos to help you do that. So I just wanted to share this article. I found it interesting the way how they broke it down. But anyways, if you're new here and you're feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a future video. That's clicking on that bell and clicking on all. Also, this goes to every single one of you watching right now, including my subscribers. Be sure to hit the like button. It literally takes 1 second. Hit the like button. That's your way of supporting this video. It lets the algorithm know that you support this video as well as this channel. And it also will drive my video out to more people who need to hear the news just like you are. I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by and watching. This is Water Your Soil, and I'm out. Hold on. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right? In the description box below, I always tell people, check out the description box below for extra resources from Water Your Soil. Part of the description box also showcases my book that I have. I have a book. It's been out for a while now. It's been out for years. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. The book is available. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Noble. Most online bookstores have the book. And the book is basically about how FICO credit scoring works. Once you understand how FICO credit scoring works, you're pretty much on your way to helping yourself build, develop, and maintain a good credit score. So check the book out whenever you get a chance.